It's officially the first day to book Lightning Lane multi-pass and single pass. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to use this anymore. I was a Genie Book Pro. I didn't quite understand the reason for everybody freaking out about it. Oh my gosh, they've not mentioned pricing. I've kind of made some changes and I'm getting a few questions about it, and so the channel is changing just a bit. And this is where it turns into a prep and pack with me. So this video is all over the place. It was a rough goodbye. Okay, we gotta talk about Tiana's. And Tinkerbell has Tinker Fairies, so we are their tinkers. We tinker. Just feel like I'm getting like weak and shaky. This is the second time that it has told me that I have a Lightning Lane for Slinky Dog. Well, good morning. I'm trying to be quiet because everybody's still sleeping. Dean's getting ready for work, but the girls are still sleeping and everybody. So I have my Lightning Lane homework. It is officially the first day to book Lightning Lane multi-pass and single pass. So the app seems to all be up to date, so I'm excited about that. I see all the new spaces, like you can see here on the home screen. It has the Lightning Lane multi-pass, single pass there on the front screen. So we'll see. It is 5:54, so we've got a couple minutes, but we're gonna book some Lightning Lanes at home. It's so interesting. Some people are like really excited about this change. And I can see where it's not like, okay, you're not having to get up at 7 a.m. every morning on your vacation to do this. So I understand that. But then you have this booking window. It's gonna hit right in the middle of your like normal week. Obviously as a stay-at-home work from home person, it doesn't affect me as much, but like say for someone like my husband, he leaves at 6 a.m. our time, which is when I would start booking. And so it's like, that kind of puts his schedule off. And I'm sure there's other people that you may be getting your kids up, or maybe in the middle of the night, or like there's so many different things. Like I don't know, like I see that it's like, okay, you're not doing it on vacation, but now you're just doing it at home and it's impeding on some other time. Especially with it being early in the morning. Like that's, yeah. I don't know, I guess there's no like perfect time for them to pick, but I guess I just feel like the stress of getting it done has just moved. Like it's not really went away. It's just, you can have your panic attack at home now. 5-minute warning. All right, let me get everything pulled back up. I've got 4 minutes, but I just wanna play with things. I know a lot of people are really nervous about this change. I'm honestly not. Part of me is excited, and I'm also just curious. Like, it's not like we can change it anyway, so it's like, let's play the game. Let's see. Like, it is a tool, and you just have to learn how to best use the tool. Like, I know, I can already see it now. There's gonna be hacks to this and whatever, and it's like, no, you're not gonna be hacking the Lightning Lane system. There will be tips and ways to use the tool better, ways to finesse it. I mean, it's part of it, but I don't like, yeah, don't fall for all the hacks and stuff. Like, it's just gonna be figuring out how to best use the tool for your family, and that's where it's gonna lie. But I'm excited. It also means I leave in, let's see, I leave Saturday. Today is Wednesday for my trip to Disney World. I'm going from Saturday to Saturday to go and test and work on and update my Lightning Lane guide. So those of you that had the former Genie Plus guide, or if you have the full Disney World planning guide, then all of that's getting updated. There's no charges for you, there's no changes, there's like nothing like that. All the updates are coming automatically to your program, to your guide. And then those of you that haven't, if you are like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to use this anymore. I was a Genie Plus Pro, but I need help with this. I will link the guide down below. I have a couple of different types. The one I'm really excited about that I'm going to be working on this is my line skipping playbook. It's like my new baby, and I am so stinking excited about it. So those of you that already had the Genie Plus guide, you're just getting like upgraded to that one. I'm excited about it. I'm just like, I literally, the idea hit me as I was laying in bed and going to sleep, and I'm like, I can't freaking go to sleep because I've got to write this stuff down, because I'm like, it just started pouring to me of like laying out. I'm like, this is how I'm gonna help people stay out of lines on their vacation and not just attraction lines. So I'm excited, needless to say. But okay, it's 59. I gotta get started. Okay, gotta start my screen record because I gotta be able to screen record this to put it in the guide. And let's see what we're doing here. Woo, this is okay. It's 6:15. Lightning lanes are booked. Initial thoughts are, it was definitely like an easier process, just going through and selecting. The checkout process, like the whole like start to finish, was easy. I've not had any glitches, so yay. Disney IT, congratulations. Hopefully you guys won't be the butt of the joke today, because usually when something new rolls out, there's all these glitches, there's all these problems. Obviously it's still early in the day, but as far as it's not like already down, so we're not starting behind the 8 ball, at least. We're starting out on a strong foot. At least it was for me. It was easier than a lot of people buying annual passes the day those came back. So, you know, like that has to be worth something, right? As everybody, like right now, obviously I'll keep documenting what I'm finding, but still no initial character meet and greets, things like that. I'm hoping that changes, but we've got everything booked. I'm excited, so it'll be fun. It's nice, like, okay, I've already got things done. I don't have to worry about waking up and dealing with it unless I wanted to join like a virtual queue for something morning of. Like I don't have to worry about all that, so pretty excited about it. And pricing is like the same. So I didn't quite understand the reason for everybody freaking out about, oh my gosh, they've not mentioned pricing, they've not mentioned pricing. And it's like, well, I mean, they really can't. They're not gonna put a definite, well, yeah, it's gonna cost you anywhere between $17 and $24. Like they're not gonna put a number on that, because it's surge pricing, and they're not gonna put a number on it. Like Disney's not gonna put a number on it. But I didn't feel like we were gonna see these big price hikes. I know a lot of people were like genuinely concerned about that. I was like, guys, it's surge pricing. It's just gonna be probably the same that it is. And it is. Like for Saturday I paid $25, so that's what we've been paying previously. I saw some $27 days for Magic Kingdom, but we're still in summer. Like we're still in very busy, get that one last vacation in like summer season. So I can see that. Like for Epcot, paid around like $19. So yeah, like the pricing was normal. Like it wasn't just oof. Hollywood Studios, I think I paid $22. So yeah, we're good, all clear. Like pricing's not like gone through the roof. It's not $40 a day all year long or whatever. Like no, thank God we're not dealing with that. And I would put my duvet on there, but somebody is sleeping on it. So we're going with this for now.
Where's my pick?
There you go.
Where's my... I'm going to water. Whoa, whoa.
is not helping. All I want to do is go back to bed. And I consistently get up at 5:30. Like, I don't know what today is, but it's just like, my brain is overloaded. It's just so done. It's like, So yeah, yeah, the rain's not helping. Okay, you guys, it is the next day. So I spent hours and hours and hours on my computer yesterday. So I'm like, at some point, there's really no point in me continuing to have this long montage of me spending 9 hours sitting at the computer and updating things and working and doing research and absorbing stuff and editing and there's so much. Like, the stuff you guys see here online is like just the tip of the iceberg as a content creator, because there's just so many hours that are spent at my computer. If there's one part of the job that I'm just kind of like, it's that, but I also love it. Like, you know what I mean? It's a kind of a love-hate relationship. I love editing my videos. I love being creative. I love seeing the final product, but then I also feel like guilt as a mom because I'm on my computer all the time, and I have to remind myself, I'm like, you know what, if I was a work from home mom and had a real job and was really working, then I would still have to be doing this. Or if I was a regular traditional working mom, my kids would be off at daycare, I would be at work, and I would still have this guilt. Like, no matter what work you do, you're still gonna have some level of guilt. And even when I just stayed at home and I didn't vlog and film and wasn't doing any of that stuff, I still, like, you have mom guilt no matter what you do. That's not to say that stay-at-home moms don't have mom guilt, because God knows everybody does, but it's just different, and everybody experiences it in different ways. So all that to say, I didn't make a super long montage of that, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. I'm excited. I've got a lot of game plans. So I've got I have bought you want to call it genie balls. I have bought lightning lanes for every day next week, but one day. And that day, I'm gonna try buying it day of and see what that looks like. So I've got lots of experiments that I'm doing next week. So I promise you, I am investing so many different like scenarios and trying all these different things and trying to, okay, I've got making sure to answer all the questions that you guys have. So if you have any others, this will go up while I'm still there and filming and doing all the stuff. So if you are curious and want to have any questions answered in the guide or whatever, definitely do that. If you feel like you're missing out, you're talking about all these like sheets that you're working on and all this stuff and all these videos and content and tutorials, I want to be a part of that. You can definitely check it out. I will have a link to my guides down below. The entire shop actually is 24% off right now with code 24, just the number 2 and the number 4. If you type that in as your promo code, you will get 24% off any of the guides in my shop. They all include lightning lanes. Some just include other things as well. So if you need more assistance or less assistance, I've got different ones down there for whatever kind of needs you have as far as Disney World planning. But I love that I'm able to make these tweaks to where, like, a YouTube video that you keep going back to, I can't tweak that, but this I can. And I can't, like, if you keep putting out content about something, people are like, oh, well, I want to watch the popular video, or I want to watch this or that, and it's hard to keep everybody updated. So this is awesome. I love that I can like update you guys and you can go in and see what I'm like adding and working on. So needless to say, I'm just really excited about it. As I'm getting things done, I'm already making them live. So anything you want to see, like, okay, was she got up yet? You can go over and check that out. But I need to get unpacking because I've got to unpack from the trip we went on last week. So get ready for this. This was an unplanned trip. Needless to say, a lot going on, a lot to do. And I also want to talk about the channel at some point because I've kind of made some changes and I'm getting a few questions about it. And so I want to talk to you guys about the direction that I'm going with it. So let me get this unpacked and maybe we'll have some iced coffee and chat time.
So you may not know this about me, but I can get a little chatty. So needless to say, I rambled on and on for over 9 minutes about something that I've really wanted to talk about, but I've not had the opportunity in any other videos. But that is how I'm kind of changing my channel. So needless to say, I've been editing this video and I'm like, you know what? I can say this better and explain it a little bit better because, of course, I am a type 1, so I want it to be perfect. And I want it to make sense. And I was doing a lot of rambling and rabbit trails. And so we're going to stop all that and I'm going to talk about it. But earlier this year, it really started hitting me about how I was uploading on my channel and what I was sharing and the details that I was sharing. And just, it was really almost a conviction, I guess, if you will, that I needed to make some changes about my uploads. And so before, and what I've been doing ever since I started my YouTube channel and started sharing about our Disney trips, was I would have all of my prepping and packing. If any of you have been here since Disney Week back in the very beginning, I had those videos going up literally while I was on our Disney trip. And so ever since, all of my prepping and packing content would go up either right before or right at the beginning of our trip, and as a way to kind of hype the trip, build up views, get people over to Instagram. And so it's part as a content creator, unfortunately, part of the job is to get more views and get more this or that. And it's the ugly truth about it. And so one of those things is kind of driving excitement and just sharing, because honestly, I was excited and I wanted to tell you guys, you're my internet fam. I love you guys and want to share. As soon as something happens, I'm like, oh, I got to share it with them. And it gets me excited. But I really started having that conviction that I needed to change that and not be sharing so much. Now, the whole trend over on Instagram lately has been never post in the moment and whatever. And I didn't do that, honestly, but I would share within a few hours of things like what we had been doing. I would share where we were staying and all these different things and when we were boarding our plane and this and that. And I'm like, I really shouldn't be doing this. Like, that's honestly, it's not a wise thing to do. And as a Christian, I don't know if it was like a conviction literally from the Lord or just a gut feeling or whatever it was, that maybe he saw something that I didn't. But needless to say, I have made the change to where I am delaying posting my videos. And the thing that I love about that, as far as even my prepping and packing videos, is I can freely talk about what we're going to be doing, what I'm genuinely packing for. I'm not just being like, oh, we're going to be on a Disney trip for 4 nights, 5 days, and not be so vague about it. I can talk about where we're staying. I can talk about the things that we're doing and the resorts we're staying at, the dining reservations we have, our plans, like our itinerary, all that stuff. I can actually talk about it within the video. Whereas when I was posting it before, I didn't really feel comfortable doing that, or I was starting to not feel comfortable doing that. And so I'd kind of scaled back on what I was sharing with you guys in those, just for the fact of keeping my family safe, because 99% of you guys are amazing and I love meeting you and it's amazing. And you guys are genuinely the best internet fam in the world. I know I say that all the time, but I think that you guys are great. But there are some not so great people out there. And I know I'm going to get the question, go ahead and clear the air. Nothing has happened. We've not been harassed or stalked or anything that has like caused this, other than just really feeling like, you know what, I just need to make this change. So obviously, to keep my family safe, that is what I am doing. Now, I'm not saying this as shame or putting off on anybody that does this, but I do encourage you, if you are sharing that, whether you saw myself or any other influencer like sharing their trips and things like that and sharing so in the moment, or what seems so in the moment, I really urge you to maybe think about that. Obviously, everybody has to make their own decisions and we're all free thinkers, and that's a beautiful thing about it. But I do encourage you to think about it and really step back and take a look at, is this something I should be sharing? Because unfortunately, I do see a lot of people share, even on social media and things, a week or so before their trip. They'll be like, oh, this is when my flight lands, and this is my this, and this is our that, and I'm checking into this hotel, and these are all the people that are going to be traveling with me, and this is that. And I'm like, you're kind of creating yourself as a whole sitting duck scenario there, like when you're sharing all of that information. And I don't say this to scare anybody. It's just one of those, I don't know. It's just really been on my heart lately. And I want to share that with you guys because I'm probably not the only one thinking this. And so I just wanted to also encourage you guys, because if I can say this and it sparks something and it keeps someone else safe, you know what? I just want to say it because I know it may not be popular to say this kind of thing. I don't know. I'm a little honestly nervous just talking about this, but it's been an important change. And once I made this switch, even for myself, I had such a peace about it. And even as a content creator, it's freed up so much of my time, because doing that and prepping and packing and doing all that stuff so far in advance, I would have to literally prep and pack and film all that stuff and then unpack and edit the videos, because I would have all this time in between and I would need stuff out of the suitcase and then I was repacking. And so it was just a lot. And so I just wanted to share that all of the content is staying the same, but it's just delayed and changing just a little bit. So I hope that makes sense and maybe makes a difference and helps some of you guys as well. If you are making these kinds of decisions, I know this doesn't apply to everybody, but for those that are doing this or were just curious and you just in curious minds want to know, now you know. Obviously, I don't have to report everything to everybody, but this was just something that was really on my heart. And I wanted to share that with you guys, and I hope it all makes sense.
Sophie, it's just Pluto. She's not a fan of dogs, and unfortunately for her, the girls love to watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse that has Pluto in it. They also love to watch Bluey, more dogs, and they also love Paw Patrol. So that dog is constantly barking at the TV. Dean and I can't watch anything with animals in it without her like thinking she has to protect us. We decided to start watching One Calls the Heart, which has horses and animals. So we watched 12 seasons of that. We're all caught up. No, 11 seasons. We're working on the 12th season. So we're now officially Hardies, but she did not like the show either. So we're sitting here in bed watching the show, and she is like trying to tear up the TV to protect us from the horses. So yeah, she doesn't like animals. So on our way home, I should have treated this days ago, but here we are. I got coffee, of course, on my shirt, my shorts, and my leg. It was a set, and I was wearing this under it. Got it on everything. So we're gonna put some Dawn on it and pray it comes out. Because I've had really good luck with Dawn on coffee stains before. So we're gonna just kind of pre-treat the stain there. And also, I don't know where this like grease part came from, but I'm gonna try to do that too. So we'll see. Okay, and this is where it turns into a prep and pack with me. So this video is all over the place, but I have my packing list that I have printed out. So we're just gonna follow it and go through and just pack things up. I just left a few things out that I had packed on the previous trip that I had washed while I was there. Thank goodness I did that. So I kind of did myself a few future favors. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start like marking my parks and planning my outfits. Not as much like, oh, I want to be themed or whatever, because I don't know. I love doing that with my family, but I don't feel like I do that as much just by myself. Like theme an outfit, I'm just like, oh, I'll be at this park or this park. So I may do it to a certain degree, but it just, I don't have the passion for it anymore if it's not with my family, if that makes any sense. So I am just mainly picking it out so I don't overpack, because I just wanted to do a simple carry-on. So carry-on and a personal item. And so I'm just making it easy to like get off the plane and go straight to the car and just get there. I don't have to go grab bags or do anything like that since it is just myself. So I'm just kind of taking it easy on myself. But I'm going to work on my packing list and outfit planning. So we're gonna do that. I'll figure out my grocery order because I do need to do that. It is so hot there in Florida. Like it's hot everywhere right now. but it's really hot at Disney right now, so I need to like order water and do all the things. So we've got a few prepping, packing, so we're doing it. This is like a Disney do it all. Like if you watch my other channel, my cleaning channel, Spoonful of Cleaning, home channel, whatever, I do it all kind of videos over there, and we're like doing all kinds of different things. And I feel like that's just like, this is a Disney do it all. So since it's just gonna be me, Sophie and Pluto again, oh my God, hold on. Okay, so I'm downsizing. I have this little travel charger that has a lot of chargers for like different fans and things like that, and I don't need all of these since I'll just be there by myself. But I am gonna take a couple of chargers like for my fan and stuff like that, but I don't need this many because I'm not charging like 4 people's fans and all this other stuff, 4 people's magic bands and everything. But I am going to take this portable sound machine, so I'm gonna go pop that in there, the charger for that, the charger for my handheld fan. I'm gonna take my phone charger. This folds out, it can charge headphones, Apple Watches. Sorry, it would help if I hold it in frame. Oh my God, it's like I've never done this before. But it charges like all my Apple devices. So I can pop that in there. Absolutely love that thing. Into the little pouch. And then I've got my little diffuser that I set up in the room. This is the power cable for it. So I'm gonna pop that in there. And then the charger for my magic band. So we're gonna be popping that in there too. Let's downsize that into a little bit smaller of a pouch. It is yet again the next day. So happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
We are on our way, having to run a couple of errands. I need to go to Target, or not Target, I need to go to Kroger and get some gift cards for this trip. I need to pay for this, and then I'm also like saving and paying for a few cruises that we're going on, so getting that done too. So we're like doing 2 birds, 1 stone kind of situation. I need to get gas and use up some of those fuel points because I am down to 57 miles left. Like I'm trying to empty it so I can get as much gas as possible. Does anyone else do that? Like when you're redeeming like fuel points and stuff, I'm just like, I want every ounce of that gallon that I can get. So that's what we're doing. You can't take your oar and leave it here because we don't want to lose it. Something could happen to it and we don't want to lose it. Yep. Do you want blueberries? Put the blueberries down there.
I saw color for the carrots. One carrot that has carrots.
No.
Wow. Disney princess. Can I go get the car? It's hurting my hand. I need to sit down.
Been making DIY Uncrustables, but for now, I have a lot to do, so we're just buying them. We're hitting the easy button. I literally just filled up for $1.63. Like, this is nuts, right? Like, I love this.
The minion. You can see a minion right there.
All right, this is where the video turns into a travel day vlog. And today's pack with me. I need to leave the house at 10:30. It is 8:19 a.m. And so I've got just over 2 hours to get this together. I don't normally procrastinate this much. I'm excited for my trip, but I think I'm nervous because obviously, you know, type 1. So I'm scared that what I do won't be perfect, even though I know, like in my head, I know I have put so much work into this. I have the answers. I have done the research. I know what I need to do. I'm just gotta, at this point, test and just make sure that everything I'm reading and everything that I'm reading on the Disney website and everything is just accurate, because there's a lot out there already that contradicts what the Disney website says. So I'm like, we're gonna do some hardcore testing this week and make sure that what's happening is really happening and what it says is what it really means and all this other stuff. Anytime I do anything, like filming a video, I'm always like my worst critic. I'm filming it, I'm like, are people even gonna like this? This is gonna go over well. Like, are they gonna enjoy this? What in the world? And so I have to watch and not get caught up in that. And then there's the flip side that I'm gonna miss my family so much. Like, I know people do this all the time. Like, if this wasn't for work, I would not be leaving them for a week by myself. I don't, like, a weekend is enough for me to recharge. a week, I don't like it. I get lonely, and I don't like, the last time I was there, I felt like by the end of it, I was just kind of like, I'm ready to go home. I miss my kids. I would just, and I didn't talk about it in the vlogs, but when I was there filming in April, like in the evenings when I was done, I would just go in the room and I would like turn on the TV or something to just like drown out feeling lonely. And I would just, I wouldn't go back out. I would just stay in there. And so I don't know. All that to say though, it's travel day. We've got stuff to do to get ready, because this evening we have lightning lanes set up. I have a stack going already. I've got Tiana's, I've got Winnie the Pooh, and I have Buzz Lightyear because I got to keep my trigger finger ready, and I've got to keep beating Dean at Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin. So I've got those lightning lanes set up. We're going to see what else we can get in the evening, because they don't start until, I think Tiana's is at like 6. So they don't start till much later in the day. So I'm curious if I can get anything, what can even happen. So we'll see what we can do. But I'm like almost finished, well, halfway finished with my iced coffee. I need to do my makeup, and I gotta throw some clothes in a suitcase. Yeah, I've just been procrastinating. So let's go ahead and get this done so that we can go to the airport. Made it to the airport with a suitcase that is not normal me, but you know, it is packed and we're here. And said goodbye to Dean and the girls. They dropped me off, and it was a rough goodbye. Bella was definitely crying a lot, which made me cry. So feeling all the feels with this. Definitely gonna miss my family this next week. I'm excited, but I would be completely lying if I said I'm kind of dreading it and missing them already. So yeah, that's all the feels, but I am excited, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. I'm excited to test this out, and also like have a game plan too for when I come back as a family. So hopefully this will also help you guys as you're coming with your families, is seeing these test runs and seeing this kind of go through, sharing that kind of stuff. I'm going to be doing all this obviously to update the guide, so you can step by step, and like whatever questions you have, you can actually go to that section and be able to get it answered. So I'm just taking you guys along for the like process of working on all this. So we'll try it out tonight. We're gonna go to Magic Kingdom. I've got some lightning lanes set up, so we'll see what we get into, but I've got about 10 minutes until my plane starts boarding, and then we're off to Orlando. Got my driver all set up, so I'm gonna meet them, and they're gonna take me to my resort and get all checked in and all the good stuff. I'm ready for some cheeseburger spring rolls. Like, I'm trying to distract myself with all the fun things I'm gonna do, so that is on the priority list. It'll be cheeseburger spring rolls, and then my Tiana's lightning lane. Also not me sitting at the airport remembering that I forgot to pack my rain jacket and my umbrella. This is why I double check. I pull a Santa Claus and I double check the packing list, and I didn't do that today. I am off my game, and it shows. That's why I have systems in place to catch me, and I didn't do my systems. Here we are.
I'm gonna be wearing a Mickey poncho and an overpriced umbrella. Or I'm gonna be Amazon priming something. Or option number 3, hopefully, maybe it won't rain? Maybe. I have made it to Pop Century, which is the first leg of this pieced together trip. But getting ready to hop on a bus and head over to Magic Kingdom. It is 5:53. I had asked for bell services to bring my groceries and stuff because I ordered a few things to have while I'm here. And I've been waiting almost 45 minutes for it. So I left them a note and a tip. But I've got to go though because my lightning lane starts in 7 minutes. And while yes, I have an hour, I don't know how much longer it'll take me. So here we go. Okay, made it to Magic Kingdom. But I can feel my blood sugar dropping because I've not eaten anything but a Chomp's beef stick on the airplane since this morning. So first stop, as soon as I get through the turnstiles, other than going to Tiana's, is going to be grabbing some spring rolls because I need like something. So I'm gonna grab something that I can walk and eat at the same time. Hopefully there won't be a line, too bad. So I'm gonna grab that and then go scan in for Tiana's, and then we're gonna start playing with this whole lightning lane thing. Oh, I'd love to see what else I can get. I saw Big Thunder when I was at the hotel waiting on my bags. I was like looking and all this stuff, and I'm like, ah, man, if I could already grab one, that would have been awesome. But we're gonna see what we can do. We got to talk about Tiana's, and I'm heading off to Winnie the Pooh in the bus. We've got a kind of a little stack going here, so we're like back to back. And while I was finishing up my ride, before I got off the boat at Tiana's, I was able to book Pirates. So that one was good, it popped up, and I was able to even refresh and modify to an even better time, so that was nice. I'll take that. But Tiana's, I think it's amazing. The pacing's great. I've seen some people complain that it's like too slow or whatever, but as a toddler preschool mom, I think it's perfect because it's like, oh my gosh, we just did this or we just did that, and it gives moments for like chatter and talking, and it's not like you have to be stimulated every second of the attraction, and I love that. It gives so much room because there is, like, you see Tiana and then you're talking to your little one like, oh my goodness, like, did you see Tiana? And she was singing, and did you see Lewis, and did you see this one and that one? And so it gives a chance for that, which I think is awesome. So if you've not ridden it, definitely should check it out. I think it's amazing. I can't wait to take the girls back and at least let Lucy ride it. Bella's not quite tall enough to ride it. We're getting close. She's 39 inches, you guys. We're getting close, but I'm gonna go jump on Winnie the Pooh, and we're just gonna keep moving with all this. Okay, so Pooh is down. So I got a multi-experience pass to be able to go and use. So we'll see what that gets us here in a minute. But since that isn't available, I did have two like really close together for that and Buzz Lightyear. So I'm gonna go work on my trigger finger and keep my galactic queen status. That way, next time I'm here with Dean, I can make sure to still beat him. It's the one thing I beat my husband at, you guys. Okay, I will forever be gloating about this. Okay, the one thing, the very single, only one thing. Oh, you guys, I didn't do as good this time. I still probably would have beat Dean, but you know, they didn't do quite as good. Okay, I'm not proud of my score, you guys. That just really wasn't all that good. But I am finished up as you couldn't shoot anymore. So I started playing with my app, and everybody in the like YouTube realm has their little like thing that they call when you're playing with Genie Plus or whatever. I think because my channel is Pixie Dusted Mom, that we tinker with Genie Plus, because Pixie Dust is from Tinkerbell, and Tinkerbell has Tinker Fairies, so we are their tinkers. We tinker with things. But I was tinkering and was able to grab a Big Thunder Mountain. It is $7.21 and I was able to grab one for $7.35, you guys. It is not impossible. That is a tier 1 attraction. So this will be my second tier 1 attraction, and I can keep my multi-experience pass that I had for Winnie the Pooh. When it comes back up, I can go back and ride that too. So let's go ride Big Thunder and see if we can get the last row. Okay, for one, battery died, but if you have not ridden row 15 for Big Thunder Mountain, you really need to ask for it. The cast member kind of looked like, really, when I asked, but he was like, stand against the wall, and then he let me do it, so it was very nice. But while I was doing that, I did a little more tinkering while I was in line, you guys. So as soon as I scanned in for this one, did some more tinkering, I was able to grab a 805 for Haunted Mansion. So we're just gonna pop it right over into Haunted Mansion too. So that's another high priority. It sells out really fast in even the second tier. So I was able to snag that. So I'm just saying, I'm not having availability issues. We're playing, we're tinkering, and we're getting it done. Okay, so I needed something a little more than just a couple spring rolls, some greasy spring rolls. So I got the kids meal with the taco, some apple slices, and a Sprite. So come in at $8.30. Comes with salsa and cheese. So I'm doing good. I just needed to feel like I'm getting like weak and shaky. So should probably eat something. I'm doing this. I did see a notice while I was waiting in line. I just placed an order regularly. But while I was waiting in line, I did see that I think Haunted Mansion is down. They made a modification to my Haunted Mansion lightning lane. So we'll see. Maybe by the time I finish eating, it'll be back up and running. I'm just gonna like take a few minutes and slow down, because I've been like hopping since I got here 2 hours ago, a little over 2 hours ago. So I'm ready for a little break. Okay, so after I got off Pirates, I did have to stop really quick and grab the girls a penny. I got them both a Pirate Mickey and a Pirate Minnie pin, because they are loving collecting pennies. So I thought this would be cute to take back to them, and I miss my girls. So I got the pennies. But while I was in line, I did a little tinkering, and I almost had Space Mountain, you guys. So close, like just wasn't fast enough. But just goes to show that they are popping up. I've seen Tiana's pop up. Now granted, you are gonna have to tinker a little bit with your app and kind of do a little refreshing, and I've got some tricks I'm very, very excited about that are going in the guide. I'm sorry, I have to keep those for the guide. You guys that are in it, they're good. We're gonna do some good stuff over there. Very excited about it, but I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna walk past Haunted Mansion. Maybe by the time I get over there, it'll be back open. We'll see. And then I've got a couple of other lightning lanes locked down that I'm gonna go do those. We'll just see what else I can tinker with and get tonight. It is 9:10. Fireworks start in 10 minutes. And I think I'm gonna hit the road. The way I can beat the traffic, beat everybody back to the resort and the buses and all that stuff. It has been a long day for me. So as I was saying, I am going to head back. Haunted Mansion is back on. I could go use my lightning lane for that. I have a lightning lane for Little Mermaid, and then I have a multi-experience pass. I could go back and do Winnie the Pooh, which actually I might do Winnie the Pooh really quick, and then I'll just walk out as fireworks are happening. I think that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so it's so strange that it's the second time that it has told me that I have a lightning lane for Slinky Dog at 8:55 in Hollywood Studios. I've not been to Hollywood Studios. I've not booked. Did it here and over at Small World.
Each of us has a dream, a heart's desire.
That is my cue. We'll be singing and walking, and getting out of here before the crowds too.
Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads.
Okay, back in the living room and reunited with my water. I missed my backpack. Just having this sling bag was like, I have nowhere to put my water. I don't have a stroller. Getting on the bus, I felt like I was forgetting something. I'm like, this is just way too light. Like, other than my camera, I have nothing in my hands. This is just strange. I'm not used to that, but that's a whole other little bunny trail. But I'm pretty happy with how it went in my recon research for the guide for today. I'm pretty happy with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed kind of coming along for a little bit of filming and like what I was able to accomplish for that. Got all the rest of this week. I'm going to be working on it and getting everything up to date. So if you already have the guide, any of the guides, then this is part of that. The lightning lane guide is part of that. Again, I will have it linked below for those that don't. That is why I'm here. So I will be, any other vlogs and things that I film from this trip will be going into that specifically. This was not a planned trip. This was spur of the moment because of them announcing all the changes and me having my guides out that I have. I am keeping them up to date, and so I'm here and testing and doing all the things. So I am being a little lightning lane scientist all this week. So if you want to kind of come along for some of that, then you can definitely check that out. The discount runs through the 31st. So if you do use code 24, you get 24% off of any of them. But yeah, I really appreciate it. Thank you all for all of the support and for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. And now that you've made it this far into the video, you know the drill. You're part of the honorary end of the video club. Thank you, thank you. You give yourself a round of applause there. But today's question and emoji, I want a genie emoji because bye-bye genie. But also today's question is, what is your favorite attraction to get a lightning lane for? So drop that with your genie comment down below. That way I know you're part of the secret club. But thank you guys so much for watching. Love you guys. Bye.